Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you are new. I'm Manganet. I do book related content and sometimes not. And during the whole month of Holitash. And during the whole month of February, me and Holitash have been publishing a new video every single day. We are approaching the end of these 28 days of insanity. It has indeed been an insanity publishing, recording, editing all these videos. I hope you've been enjoying both my content and Holy Tasha's. Now on today's video we are going to be doing something that is part, or it should be at least, part of every avid reader's life, and it's something that I think you guys enjoy watching, which is a book unhaul. We went through our shelves and we basically picked up books that we are no longer interested in owning, that bring us no joys. I don't know what are Natasha's reasons to get rid of books. In my case, they are books that I haven't read and I don't intend on reading anytime soon. I like to keep all the books that I read, even if I don't enjoy them. I know it's weird, but I like to have that record. I have the space, I'm not struggling with space. I didn't even need to get rid of these books that I'm getting rid of for space, because like I said, I have plenty of space on my shelves, happily. So I'm getting rid of them just because they bring nothing to me at the moment. And the books that I've read but didn't enjoy, they still bring something to me, which is the record of a reading that happened. So I'm keeping those. I think there's two exceptions to that on this pile. I think there's two books, I'll let you know as we go, but I think two of them I already read, but I'm getting rid of them, not because I hate them, just because, I don't know, I looked at them at my shelves and I thought, I don't want you anymore, and bye bitch. My reasons are like a bunch of nothing, as for most things that I do in my life. But let's get started and let's find out which books I'm gonna say goodbye on my shelves. I haven't counted them, so I'm not entirely sure how many I'm getting rid of, but let's get started. So we have Plain Truth by Jodi Picoult. This is a super old edition. Look how yellow these pages are. I bought it secondhand, and this was about like a murder that happened in the Hamish community. The concept was actually really interesting and I was very intrigued with this. I think I started reading this at some point, but the story was just so very boring and no. Then we have Millennial Problems, Everyday Struggles of a Generation. And this book is just so silly. Let me show you. It's like a jokes book, and it's a very like based on graphics. You know, it's all about the way things are written. But like, it's not funny in the slightest, not even a bit. Let me open it in a random page. This brunch didn't look good enough to Instagram. People don't really go to brunch, in my opinion. Brunch is like a concept that everyone thinks it's cool, but no one really does that. I don't know, brunch annoys me. Another page, #old people. Yes, of course, I'll explain how to reset the Wi-Fi for the 7,000th time. I mean, that's so mean. I know none of us has patience to explain things to older people when it comes to computers and technologies, but it's so mean and I'd rather pretend that I'm not like that, so I'm unhauling this stupid book. Brand New Friend by Mike Gale. I've had this for many years. I don't remember what this was about. He doesn't fancy her, she doesn't fancy him, so what's wrong with her being his? My Best Friend's Girl by Dorothy Kumpson. This is again a secondhand book. Most of my books I bought secondhand, that's why also it doesn't really hurt me getting rid of them. I'm gonna be donating them to a charity shop, so some other people can buy them again and help the charities where they go to. But like, see how damaged this cover is? I don't think you can really see it on the footage. But that's obviously not the reason why I'm getting rid of it, because those things don't bother me. I'm getting rid of it because I'm not interested in reading this story, which I don't remember what's about. What would you do for the friend who broke your heart? I don't know, I don't remember. I've had this for so many years. And the thing with most of these books that I'm getting rid of that I haven't read is they've been on my shelves for ages. If I wanted to read them, I should have done already. If I didn't, then it sucks to be me. Time's up. Move on to the next one. Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. This one I already read. It's one of the exceptions. There's a video on my channel about it. It's probably private now that I think about it, because I think it was still when I was recording my videos in Portuguese, and all of those have been set to private since. It's two teenage girls and one of them disappears but leaves the other one with a list of things for her to do to get out of her comfort zone during the summer. I think I actually gave it 4 stars when I read it, but now when I think about this story, it just annoys me because, I don't know, teenagers annoy me nowadays, and that entire concept that friendships are for life, but at the same time the friend moves away without letting her know. It's just mean. I know that as a teenager you don't get a say on where you're gonna go. Your parents are the ones who decide, but if you're that much friends with someone, at least you drop them a message. Moving on, we have Copy Boy by Vince Voucher. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the name. This is one, it's a hardback, but it's one of those that the cover, it's on the actual hardback. And look at these sprayed edges. It's a map. and I think this is a middle grade, and I'm actually very curious with the story. However, there's no audiobook to this, and I do not read books without audio. Controversial, I know. Then I have an entire stack. As you can see, it's pretty old, as you can see by the yellow pages. These are all Christine Hanna books, and the reason why I have all of these was because back in the day I read The Nightingale, I read The Great Alone and True Colors, and I really like all of them. So I was like, I'm gonna read all of her books, and I started buying them second-handed whenever I found them. But this lady has so many books. I collected all of these. These are not all of the ones she has more. But throughout the years I've lost interest, which is silly because I still really enjoyed the other books that I've read from her, and I actually want to kind of reread them, so perhaps I would enjoy these ones as well, but I guess we'll never know. Night Road, Firefly Lane, and this is a duology, and the other one is, I don't know which one is the first one and I don't know which one is the second. Fly Away, you have these two, they are a duology about two sisters. I feel like most of our books are about sisters, aren't they? Then we have Between Sisters, Homefront, Angel Falls. I don't know what they are about. I don't even think that in the time when I picked them up first to buy, I knew what they were about. I think I just picked them up because they were Christine Hanna. Part of me is slightly curious, but then it's the same thing. They've been on my shelf for so long, I should have read them already if I was still interested. Then we have The Spider in the Corner of the Room by Nikki Owen. This was the first ever thriller that I read, and back then I didn't enjoy this that much. I think it was just a really bad thriller, but it put me off trying thrillers for a while after reading this, because I was like, it's not my kind of book, not for me. But apparently it is. It was just that this was a terrible one to start with. The Husband's Secret by Leanne Moriarty. This is a pocketbook edition. It's an American edition, but it's pocketbook. So I don't think it's as short as the UK pocketbooks. I think those are like this. But this one is taller, but it's much narrower, like if you compare it to the one behind it. And you know, there's a movie about this, I think, or no, The Big Little Lies, there's a movie, there's a sticker there. I don't know. I've had this in Unhaul piles in the past, and I always end up putting it back on my shelf because I read the description at the back and it seems interesting. So this time I took the executive decision to not read it so that it doesn't end up back on my shelves, because again, it's been too many years. I bought this in LA, 2017, probably the very beginning of 2017. So it's been that long. Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. I'm giving this to Lau because she loves this book, but she lost her copy. So when I was unhauling this, I was like, just take it. I don't want to read it. It's one of those books where nothing really happens. It's very character driven, which I don't tend to enjoy, I think. I don't know. I always get confused with kind of books I enjoy. Is it character driven or plot driven? I think plot, because it means there's things happening. But then some others I enjoy and they're like nothing's happening. I don't know. Anyway, I'm unhauling this, and this is going straight into Claudia's bookshelves. Do we have more? I feel like we do. Yes. We have one more pile of books, so let's see what we have in this one. Another thriller, Close to Home by Kara Hunter, another one that I bought because everyone was talking about this. I got curious, I bought it secondhand. It's been too long. It's never gonna happen. Same for this, Together by Julie Cohen. This is a story about an old couple, and there's a secret between them. One of them is dead, and we're gonna slowly discover the secret. Old couples is very difficult for me to... Old people in general. I have a really hard time engaging with them and liking them in general. I know it sounds mean, but that's true. I don't have a lot of patience for old people, so the chances of me actually liking that, very low. Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. I bought this back in the day because everyone kind of compares this to Harry Potter and says that people who like Harry Potter will like this, but it's a middle grade fantasy. I think my time to enjoy that kind of book has long sailed. I Was Born for This by Alice Oseman. I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I've had this so long on my bookshelf is because all of Alice Oseman's books, they all have the same kind of covers. In the UK, they have a plain color and then like some artistic drawings, and they all go perfectly together with each other. But I don't love her stories. First of all, they are young adult, which is a genre that I have outgrown many months ago, years ago. I don't like young adult anymore because teenagers annoy me. Yeah, I feel like I would be keeping this and then wasting my time reading it, and I would not enjoy it that much. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Same goes for this one. This is number one on a trilogy, I think. The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. This is the special edition of something, 10 years. So it's like a chunker block black all around, which is really cool. I really like this edition, but again, I bought this years ago. This is fantasy. I think there's been a movie meanwhile, or a series or something. I'm not interested in reading that. It's going. And then we have Love Lives by Josie Lloyd and Emily Reese. I don't remember where this came from. I feel like someone unhauled this and gave it to me. I don't remember who. I don't remember what this is about. but it's been many years as well. And the last one that I have to show you, I removed the jacket, my absolute darling. And if you've been here for a while, you recognize this cover. This is the jacket of the book. This was from a video that I did with Philippa. We have 2 videos of that. I don't remember if this was the first or the second one, but that is 5 ways of annoying readers. And one of the things that annoy readers is when books have stickers on the cover. So of course we took that to the extreme and we covered an entire cover with stickers. This cover was horrendous. Behind here, I'll put a picture here. I'm running out of battery. I'll put a picture here of what the actual cover looks like, but it's horrendous. I covered it with stickers. But given that I'm donating this to a charity shop, I'm not gonna donate with this ridiculous cover, right? So I just got the book naked and I'm just gonna donate it like this. And it's in perfect condition, even though I bought it secondhand as well. So here are the books that I'm getting rid of in this Unhaul. Like I said, I think only 2 of them I read. This one and this one. Yeah, everything else is in red. This one is going to Claudia's, and the other ones I'm donating to charity shops. That's one good thing about the UK, is that it's very easy not only to acquire very cheap books, but also to get rid of books. You just pack them all in a bag, you walk into any charity shop and you go like, there you go, and they will put them on their shelves for like 50p, £1, £2, whatever it is, and then you have more space in your shelves to buy more cheap books that you're not gonna read for the next few years. It's great. It's a great way of living life. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it piqued your curiosity. Do you enjoy seeing people getting rid of books, or do you think this is a very consummate part of the process? If you buy the books but then you get rid of them, does it mean that you just wasted your money in the process? I don't think so, because like I said, they come from charity shops, which means that when you buy them from, let's say, the British Heart Foundation, and you spend £5 in books there, you are basically donating £5 to the British Heart Foundation. If you get it for the Harmin or whatever, you're donating money to that charity shop. Each of them have their own association, so when you buy things from them, you donate your money to their association, which is a great way of making small donations, in my opinion, because you are also getting goods in return. Anyway, this was me done rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me if this is something that you do often, donating books, or at least getting rid of books, or if you have a really hard time doing that, and especially if you are able to donate books for free, or if for you need to have some sort of profit in it and you need to sell them to other people because you don't want to give them away for free. Talk to me in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye!